Dr. Owusu Ochoa. It's Dr. O for the 804. As the premier knee and hip shoulder sports surgeon in Virginia, I would like to remind you that health equals power. Sports build and uplift communities, nothing else can. The mission of sports medicine is to keep athletes of all ages and levels at the top of their game. Dr. O is located at Ortho, Virginia, Schrader Road office location. Appointments can be scheduled online at orthovirginia.com or by calling 804-939-6688. You can follow Dr. O on Instagram at Dr. O _ for the 804 and uplifting educational content about sports health.
Hi everyone, I'm Coach Rick Stockel. I am co-owner of Newman & Dunn Real Estate here in Central Virginia, as well as I am a high school boys basketball coach at Monacan High School. I've sold over 1,300 homes here in Central Virginia, and I would love to work with you and your family in your home buying needs. I am a proud primary sponsor of Ballin in Virginia, and I hope you enjoy this show.
Welcome to another episode of BallinVA. And I don't know, I'm gonna keep telling y'all no more. Keep bringing in these hits, man. Just go in and just put me in the Hall of Fame, because this young lady here that I have, she gonna change the game. And I told you we try to bring a lot of unique people that's on here, so that way that if you need services, you can pretty much come to BallinVA and you can find it. And today my special guest is Miss Michele. How are you?
Hello. I am well, thank you. And that is Michele with one L.
Hey, y'all heard that right? See, look, man, listen. We're going to have some fun today. She's my second guest of the day. I had Sean Mears early today. And, we're going to close this out. This is our last official podcast here at the Morissette Media Wilder Rose Court studio. We're going to be moving on to another studio next couple of weeks. So things are going to be looking a little different. So she's going to bless us and kind of take us out the right way.
Thank you.
So how's it going?
It's well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yep, another TikToker,
yes.
Right? So let's tell everybody a little bit how we met and or how you found me and how we got to this point and who you affiliated with, all of that good stuff, because we got to do that. We got to get the juicy stuff.
Absolutely. So, number one, my name is Michele Evans Reavis. I am the owner and operator of CKE Rejuvenation, which is a beauty and wellness boutique med spa right here in Richmond. And so I have been following Ballin in VA for a while on IG. And I was like, I know Dr. Jones. I didn't see Dr. Jones on there. Oh my God, I know Dr. Jones. And I don't know if I said anything or what have you. I don't
Shout
know.
Out to Marquia. Shout out to Marquia.
Yes. But then I am on TikTok as well, and I saw a post. And I was like, wait a minute. When did they get on TikTok? I seen them over there on IG. So what I did was, being who I am, I sent him a message. I DM'd him.
She was a lady.
And I sent him, and I introduced myself. I told him who I was, what my business was. And I threw in Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones, that's the key. Got throwing your affiliations with me.
Yes, and so I said, I do IV hydration, I do B12 shots, I do some other services, and I think, I would be great on the show. And here we are.
We are. See, she didn't get the I'm the CEO of the Zach Post in the Morissette Media to go talk. She ain't get that. When you get that means that she full of what. I hate to do them like that, but it gotta happen. But it falls in line with what we're trying to do here. A lot of times we get hit up from a lot of rappers and a lot of stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, in the music scene, I'm just not that guy.
Sure.
Especially with the younger music, So I don't try to have them up here and waste their time. I try to send them to people who I know that will fit. that platform.
Right.
So, but you kind of fit in. It doesn't have to always be sports, but what you got going on here, I think a lot of athletes and parents and coaches and athletic directors need to hear, including me.
Yeah.
So we're going to start. Where did it all start? How did you get into this?
So I am a board certified licensed nurse practitioner. I am the owner of the boutique med spa.
Okay.
When I initially started, I started doing mobile IV hydration. And this was back in 21, so it was right after COVID or in the midst of COVID. And everybody was concerned about their immune system, being hydrated, having vitamin C, trying to figure out what natural treatments they could have to boost their immune system. And so I took the opportunity because I was interested in IV hydration. And I'll tell you, I think I read an article in a magazine about an anesthesiologist who had a bus out in Vegas, a hydration bus.
Sure. Come on, man.
Yeah, he had a hydration bus, and if you know what happens in Vegas, that hydration bus was the bomb. So exactly. So I was interested in it, and then I saw folks on social media, folks being entertainers, having IVs, for instance, like here, with a sofa, and I'm like, wait a minute, they're not in the hospital. Like, when they start doing IV outside the hospital? Well, it was a thing. It's a thing. A lot of entertainers, a lot of actors, actresses, a lot of folks outside of athletes IV trip. Yes. And so I just decided that, listen, I've been a nurse for some time now. I've been a nurse practitioner. I've been starting IVs. My nursing career goes back to critical care nursing. So we start IVs all the time. So any case, I moved forward, started the business, was mobile, and I wanted people to know that I was real because I didn't think. See how the expression is on your face? I didn't think that the folks thought that, number one, the service that I was providing was real, and two, that I was legit as a nurse practitioner with this business. So I moved from mobile to a suite, and I started dripping in a suite for all intents and purposes, providing services, and then I started adding treatments, sessions, services such as Botox and filler and B12 shots and all of the things to not only help you feel good on the inside, but to look good on the outside too. And so here we are. And I have to say, I think Richmond is a little slow on the take.
You don't say.
I mean, if you go to other major cities, especially if they have, for instance, like marathons.
Right.
Listen, they have IV setups right after you finish the run.
Right.
After you finish the run, listen, you go and drip. Why? Because it's going to rehydrate you. The recovery time is slower, or excuse me, the recovery time is sped up with the IV hydration. Also, you don't have to worry about that feeling full if you drink water.
Right.
Because IV goes directly to your bloodstream, to your organs. So that whole, I don't drink water because it make me full, or I don't like the way it tastes. Well, get yourself an IV. You get an IV, it goes directly to your organs, 99.99999% effective. The hydration, the electrolytes. If you decide that you want vitamins meaning vitamin B vitamins. If you want minerals, you can have minerals. you can have the cocktail any way that you want for all intents purposes. One of the most common is the Myers cocktail because it was the first.
Okay.
It was a physician who invented the Myers cocktails because, again, people want natural treatments.
Right.
They don't want to always have to take vitamins. I shouldn't say vitamins, always take medication. They want to be able to have something that's natural, something that's safe, effective, and for all intents and purposes, fast. And that's IV hydration, aka the drip.
And see, that kind of fits into the model. We was here talking to our previous guest, and we was talking about the landscape of the era we live in now. The Instagram, Instacart, instant fast, everything is instant.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought this was interesting. That I thought that she should come on and really talk more about this, because again, you know, I'm educated when it comes to this part of it. So this is beautiful. So yeah, please go on.
So, you know, it's a part of wellness.
Yeah.
It's a part of wellness. When people say, well, you know, I have a headache or I feel sluggish, oftentimes they're not hydrated. You know what? I didn't even get involved in that. No. I'm not getting involved in that. But it is. When you ask people, when's the last time you actually had water? I'm not saying anything mixed in it. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying truthfully, when's the last time you had water? And I'm not talking about 4 ounces or 6 ounces. I'm talking about maybe like a liter of water.
Right.
A half a liter. Or even a gallon of water.
Mine's being spent.
You know, if you're an athlete, a part of your get up and go, for all intents and purposes, is hydration.
Right.
Because the better your body is hydrated, the better you will perform. Your performance is a whole lot better. I'm, again, 99.999% sure that professional athletes, whether they're playing basketball, football, soccer, hockey, I'm sure that quite a few of them do IV hydration.
Yes.
Because that way they can recover quickly and they can get what they need to help them, for all intents and purposes, rebound.
That is so true. And we see that, and you see that in these, especially there where we're in July. We got football season coming up. These practices, they're going to be drenched. How many of these kids out there drinking water?
Yes.
Especially for that first couple of days out there, they're going to probably, because they had a long break.
Yeah, very
so
long break.
Now it's like, okay, wow. So I mean, my mind is just kind of working here.
Now, I'm glad that you mentioned kids, because I can share with you that what I provide is for 18 and older.
Okay.
I have had parents reach out to me.
You did mention that.
Yes, and said to me, you know what, I'm willing to sign the consent. No. And consent meaning giving the consent for the IV hydration for a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, even a 17-year-old. Right. No, you have to be 18 and older in order to receive the IV hydration drip. And some folks will even call it a vitamin drip. You don't have to have vitamins in your drip. You can have total 0.9 normal saline and let it ride. You can have a liter of that, maybe even 2 liters, depending on how dehydrated you are. And always remember, what your body doesn't use, it excretes.
I didn't even think of it like that, but it is true.
Yeah, what your body doesn't use, it excretes. So when you think about a vitamin bag,
right?
I will share with folks that, yes, with the vitamin bag, whatever your body doesn't use will excrete. So when you go to the bathroom, you very well may smell the vitamins. You'll be like, oh God, like I smell it. Like, yeah, because what your body doesn't need, it gets rid of.
It just gets rid of, right? Yeah. Which is a healthy thing.
Yes.
See, it just like I remember, and we were talking about, and even Zach with the headache that you had today. I remember 2001, September 11th. And I remember me being at home, working at Bank of America. Didn't go to work that day. I had the worst headache that morning. I was sitting there watching the news, and then the plane thing happened as I was sitting there watching it. And I had the worst headache, and it just would not go away. I felt just like it was just pounding. And I had to go to the hospital, and they gave me an IV. And that thing...
Instant.
And again, 2001, I am an adult. But I still didn't really understand.
You didn't make the connection.
I didn't, because all I wanted was the headache to go away.
Right.
And it was just pounding. And it was just like, I don't know where it came from. I just don't know what stress, but like you said, I was just dehydrated and didn't even know it. And I was like, wow. And they said, we'll hook you up to an IV. And it just, I was like,
yeah. And then on top of that, it's interesting that you just did this. Folks are like, oh my God, I'm scared of needles. Really? That's what we're doing? We're like fully grown individuals. We have ink. We have piercings. We have all of the things. Yep. And then the moment that you're like, oh my God. Oh my God.
And I tell anybody, I mean, I'm like Mr. T. Mr. T was scared of airplanes. He was one of the strong people. Me and needles, I don't have one tattoo.
Y'all don't get along.
Yeah, we just don't get along because I don't want to do it for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Even though I love how they look. I would love a sleeve. I see like LeBron and somebody, oh my gosh, like, okay, Miss saying complexion, they look good. Now I don't have the physique that they have, but I imagine myself saying, if I get that, I gotta get that physique. Maybe not to that degree, but then I was like, I know I just can't sit there and do that. But like you said, you got people that got all these appearances, and then they tell me people like, make it make sense.
Yeah, because you cannot make it make sense. It is interesting. Also, people associate it with what we call a hangover drip. We call it a hangover drip, and people associate dripping with, a little too much, and it's just like, well, that is a treatment. It is. I mean, I can tell you that I have serviced individuals who've had, nights out, even wedding parties, whether it's the grooms or the brides, before they get married, because they done been out doing a whole lot of things, not recognizing or remembering that they have to get up the next day because they got to say I do. Oh, yeah. And someone had asked me, well, if I drip the night before, will I be puffy in my dress? The answer to that question is no. You will not be puffy in your dress.
Yeah, that's what they're worried about, right. So cut the excuses. Cut the excuses. Cut the excuses. See?
It is, but it is, again, a natural treatment that does not involve medication.
Right.
Can it involve medication? That is, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all about you.
No, be mad leaving.
The medication that you can receive, for instance, you can have some nausea medication.
Okay.
Or you can have pain medication. Like if you have a really bad headache, and oftentimes folks who get the nausea medication and the pain medication may very well have a hangover. Because it works instantly. Again, it's going through the IV, it goes directly to the bloodstream, and the recovery time is much better than having to wait, for a few hours or more than a few hours.
So let me ask you a question. How often do you, at your wellness spa, how often do you, this is like a daily routine, you have clients come, is that the main thing that you do on a, okay.
No.
Okay.
So with IV hydration, folks ask me all the time, how often do I need to have it? And I will tell you that it's really about your lifestyle.
Right.
So you even have folks who travel often. They will get drips. You can do it once a week. You can do it every 2 weeks. You can do it once a month. You can do it every other month if that's what you like. So it is really based upon your lifestyle. Now, also keep in mind that everyone is not a candidate for IV hydration.
Oh, do tell.
And so when I say that, for instance, if they have heart issues, heart failure, folks who may have some kidney injury,
Okay.
they very well may not be candidates as well. So the idea is that you schedule a consultation or schedule the appointment and chop it up about what you want, which drip that you want, and you know, we do vital signs, we do medical assessment, history, and then the drip takes probably about 30 minutes to an hour because it's going by gravity.
Okay.
It's going by gravity. It's not on a pump like if you were in the ER at somebody's, you know, hospital.
Okay.
It's going by total gravity.
Okay. See, that's when I was like, you asked my question, I was just like, well, so basically they got to be honest when doing the evaluation process.
Yes.
So you can't sit up here and say, you know, you got kidney problems. I'm interested in that, but I ain't gonna tell them I got that. You know?
Yeah, no.
I mean, people do
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
Yeah, because that's where the whole 18 and over thing comes in.
Bingo.
So, yeah, so
Bingo.
yeah, you got to be honest with this. So yeah, so you got like me, I'm on a bread truck every day, and it's the back of that truck, it gets very hot. And they said, why don't you have a fan back there? I got a fan blowing hot air. That doesn't help anything. You know, well, what I've been doing this year, because I drink, my mom always said I drank water like a baby. That's why I think when I was like 3 or 4 years old, there was a bottle of alcohol laying on the floor. I picked it up and drunk it. They had to rush me to the hospital and pump my stomach out because I just like water and drink it. But what I was trying to make was that I think I started drinking those body armor drinks. That was supposed to be like that. But I always drink water. I get one of those and I have me a big tall thing of water that I drink because I just like put it out. But I don't know any alternatives, so I just get that because it seemed to help.
Right.
But you tell me.
Well, you know, those drinks are okay.
Right.
You just have to be careful with them because they have a high sugar content.
Right, and that's the thing. I was like, oh my God, it's too much sugar.
A high sugar content.
And that's why I flush it out with the water.
Correct, because that will continue to make you feel thirsty.
Right, so it's like.
Yes, that will continue to make you feel thirsty. And you're like, wait a minute, I just drank a 16-ounce bottle of Armor,
right.
Gatorade, whatever it is that you're drinking. Why am I still thirsty?
It's like nothing that they make. Everything got too much sugar. It's too much something. Like I said now, when we were coming up, I was about 10, 12 years old. You know, Gatorade used to be in the glass bottles. And back then, you know, you knew what you was, back then, you know, you'd have all these additives and everything, because now it's about trying to sell it to the consumer.
Correct.
Instead of actually, you know, worrying about their health, because they make more money with us being sick.
Yes.
Than
they do well.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell the people again.
Yeah, you know, so it's like, so for me, I'd be like, okay, trying to find that balance, you know, because you got because this gonna be good, but then it's gonna have too much of something.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that's why I was like, that's why I was like, I thought it was interesting you come in here. It's like, okay, all right, now the discipline got to come in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, oh man, I'm gonna take these things like, well, y'all be drinking Mountain Dews. Oh, like, then this is the good one. This is the energy drinks.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, because I'm judging, right? Yeah, I'm judging. You don't leave alone. We ain't gonna go there. Let's stick to the topic.
No, I mean, but you know, everything in moderation. I'm not necessarily a fan of energy drinks. Right. I think that the caffeine content is just
it's just through the roof.
It's just off the chain, and you really have to be careful with them. You know, they even make energy drinks with alcohol. Mix them.
Yeah,
all of that stuff. You really have to. You really have to be mindful. You have to be careful with them because, again, the sugar, the caffeine. And when you think about athletes, depending on which athlete you're speaking of, weight can be an issue. And when you're drinking those sports drinks and the high content of sugar, all of the work that you've done to lose or to maintain your weight, correct, can be out the window because you didn't drink all of these calories. So you really do have to be mindful. There are powdered electrolyte packets that you can put in water. Like one good one is I think it's IV therapy.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yes,
I've seen that.
And they have different flavors, and you can flavor the water and drink that and keep it moving. Because electrolyte replacement is just as important, if not even more, than the hydration.
Yeah, I've seen in Publix, they have these little plastic bottles, drinks called IV something. I guess I think it's rehydration. And of course, you know you're gonna pay a lot of money for that because they don't want you. Cause you know what? That's too much. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this Gatorade over here. That's $1, and it's like, oh, I'm doing something.
You have to be careful.
Be careful.
You do. So a part of my business was being able to bring to the forefront IV hydration, educate folks about the importance of IV hydration or hydration period, and that it plays a significant role in your wellness and how you obtain and maintain your wellness. Even when we talk about weight loss, that's huge. Everybody wants to lose weight. Everyone's doing weight loss injections, and that's great. I think it's awesome. For some individuals, that's judgment. I see judgment written all over you.
You do, because it sure is. It's written all over my face.
But it depends.
I was about to go there.
it depends, because at the end of the day, stop it. You're being judgmental. He's being judgmental.
I am.
He's being judgmental about the weight loss injections. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm sorry, but if you see some of these pictures I see, I know we going off top. Let me stop.
It's okay. No, it's okay because I'm gonna reel you back in. Because hydration and weight loss and weight maintaining all go together. They really, really do. When people say that they're trying to lose weight, the question is, are you drinking water?
Right.
Are you drinking enough water to be able to flush your body?
Toxins.
Exactly. That is important. When you talk about athletes doing their thing, are you drinking enough water to maintain or obtain the performance level that you want? And so with IV hydration provides a great opportunity for individuals who are on the struggle bus with maintaining hydration. Even if you're not on the struggle bus with maintaining and you're like, you know what, I think I drink enough water, but do you have electrolytes? Are your electrolytes in order? And with IV hydration, not only do we address hydration, but we also address electrolytes.
Let me ask you a question, since you know nursing.
Go ahead.
Smart water. We should touch that shit.
Because now we're talking about pH levels,
right? Because that's what
and because that's what that is. That's you're talking about pH level water and the significance of it rehydrating you better. There are multiple studies. And I'll say that, I drink pH water.
Okay.
I do. Because I'm somebody who likes to exercise and work out and stuff. Okay. So I do, that way I can, get myself right in water. There is some validity to it. But again, it's science. It depends on what journals you read and all of that.
Yeah, everything has a cause and effect.
Correct.
Some people gonna love it, some people gonna hate it.
Exactly.
People gonna hate it, they're gonna write against it.
Correct.
Say this stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
Yeah.
But there are individuals who love it and who definitely go with it. Instead of drinking electrolyte water. And what is that? Nestle or
that part.
Kroger.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, they got all that.
The different brands.
Yeah, which
like spring. Like, really? Did you really get it from the spring?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I saw on the news, no, matter of fact, it was on TikTok.
Here we go with TikTok.
Yeah, you know, with TikTok, it's a trending topic here today. It was a spring water, like, fountain over there in Forest Hill Park. A lot of people been going over there. It's like fresh spring water.
Really?
Yes, at Forest Hill Park, it's a fountain. And I guess in January, when the city had the little water crisis, and
people flooded
it. And because a lot of people, the people who knew about it.
Okay.
Because a lot of people still don't know about it. And a certain groups of people.
I guess they're going to find out about it today.
Exactly, right. I don't know. They're going to cancel me. I'm about to get canceled.
You done let the cat out the bag.
Let the cat out the bag, right? They're going to cancel me. Where they said it's fresh spring water, and a lot of people and I talked to one of my cousins. She was like, "Oh my God!" She was like, "It's true," and I was like, "Are you serious?" It was like, "Yeah, Forest Hill Park. It's like some spring water thing, and people go to getting like jugs and stuff, and it's free. It's for public." So I was like, "Oh, interesting."
I wonder if anyone did any testing on it.
See that.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone did any testing.
Yeah, see that it's that part right there. But you know, certain groups of people, you know, they go over there and.
Did you just say certain groups of people?
Groups of people, and I'm not being specific. Saying who I'm talking about, but you know, you got these silent cults.
I don't know anything about them.
Well, you know the people that don't want you, the gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers.
Booyah.
There you go, the gatekeepers. There we go. I was trying to see. I knew it was gonna come. I had to talk it out. See, I was see people like you're judging. You know you're being racist and a whole lot of other stuff on here. And yeah, I didn't say who I was talking about. I just said certain groups of people because we're in 2025 and you can say certain things, but honestly, I don't care. Counsel me if you want.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Can you not cancel him today? I need you not to cancel him today. Cancel him at another time.
Wait till the episode drops. Y'all know I really don't care about Fod's what y'all feel about because we tell the truth over here in these seats. But that's what they did, that gatekeeping.
Yes. And you know, it's interesting that you use the term gatekeeping. And I say that because oftentimes folks don't share.
They don't share.
What they're doing.
Right.
To maintain their optimal wellness or to obtain their wellness, period.
Exactly. That's
like why are you gatekeeping? Why are you not sharing? Because we all want to live
right.
A great, healthy, for all intents purpose life.
That's right.
You know, not just live, but you want to be able to have a fruitful living.
Dr. O says health is wealth.
Yeah, all day.
That's what he say. And I tell you what, either you're going to pay now or you're going to pay later.
Yes.
And I do not want to be up in the hospital.
Yes.
Because as you can see with these hospitals are doing,
Yeah,
you know, it's a little different. You know, being in the emergency rooms.
Yes.
We ain't got time for that, man. We just don't.
Yeah, you're right. And what you just also said, being preventive and trying not to be reactive but preventive.
Right.
And react, you know, and I say that because folks start talking about the cost of the IV hydration. And when really.
Oh, we're going there.
Okay.
We're going there.
Let's go there.
I'm going to go after you.
Because, and I'm saying this, well, the IV drip looks like it's expensive. I see it's just too expensive. Well, it's not too expensive. Because if you go to the ER and something is wrong, you're going to get a bill because your insurance doesn't necessarily cover ER visits. You will get a bill that's probably a few $1,000s for you receiving a bag or two of IV hydration when you could have come to CKE Rejuvenation. I mean, all day. You think about it, I am a board certified and licensed nurse practitioner. I am skilled. I'm not going to do anything to you that is going to cause you harm.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to have to pay me some coins? Yes, because you're receiving professional services. I think that is such a bad, or it's not a good look, when for all that is just way too expensive. No, what's too expensive is for you to have to be admitted into the ER and have to end up with a bill that Anthem says that they're not going to cover.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, being proactive, knowing that, you know what, the weekend, I am about to ball out, I don't know, the whole weekend. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The block.
Listen, so let me prepare, drip before and drip after. And all in between, doing your thing, you're doing your thing. But being intentional about your body and how you want it to perform.
I'm going to get straight to the point
Oh,
because she was very nice about that.
Oh, go ahead.
What you said was 1,000% correct. Think about this. Think about the money that people spend on perfume.
Mm-hmm.
We have, perfume addicts
Mm-hmm.
that will spend a couple $100s on that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the guys that want to buy the Jordans,
Mm-hmm.
the Gucci bags, the Prada bags,
Mm-hmm.
the Michael Kors bags, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can spend money on looking fashionable
Mm-hmm.
and looking the part,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to be proactive, in the words of Coach Johnson, Howard Springs, proactive in your health, but you'd rather be reactive and think, oh, it ain't gonna happen to me, and I'll wait till after it happens, and then, because typically I always say that people don't want to change until a tragic or a near tragic situation happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think, especially in our community, because we're programmed for that, because we didn't necessarily have the resources. That's the real conversation.
Yeah, that is.
But now, with platforms like TikTok, y'all need to cut me a check. Cut us a check, because I wouldn't be doing this while I was Michelle. So Michelle, let me remember, cut us a check in regard to this, because the information out here, you got Dr. O, you got Markia, got yourself, you got a lot of these other people that's out here that doing what you guys are doing, and people are picking and choosing what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's so big that you got people like yourself and Dr. O, Dr. Jones, that's just trying to get the information out to the community.
Yes.
Because again, we're always the last to know.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just too many platforms, so you can't sit up here and say that you didn't know.
Right.
You just choose to direct your attention to where it wanted to go, what you think is important, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But don't say that the information wasn't out there, because there's not only this platform, there's a lot of other platforms out there you can get the information from, but you just choose to ignore it.
Right.
So no, you said it. I just that price thing kind of gets me, because I'm like, let me look at the shoes.
Yeah, I think people just invest in what they want,
right.
which is fine.
Which is fine.
It's no judgment, no judgment
But
at all.
don't say that you didn't know.
Yes.
That's my issue.
Yeah.
If you say that that's what you want to do, I'm totally fine. But when you said, what did I know here? The same search engine you went to go find those shoes. And see, people don't like the truth. Oh, you're hating. Hating is not the truth. I mean, this is the truth. That's because you're telling the truth. That don't mean that you're hating.
Yeah.
But in our community, that's what we do. We say we're hating, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah. And again, that's why for me it was important to bring about services and treatments for individuals to look and feel their best.
Mm-hmm.
And have that come from somebody who looks like them.
Yes.
Who looks like them, who sounds like them, who can relate for all intents and purposes.
Yes.
And know that there is no shame in saying, you know what, I want to feel better. Let me go get a drip. I'm going to schedule a drip. Girl, you don't need to do that. You could just go ahead and drink some water and listen, if I could do that and receive the results that I would from an IV hydration. I would. But that's not the case. It really, really isn't. Now, some people will say that they don't feel any difference. And that's fine. That's fine that you don't necessarily feel any difference.
Okay.
But I would argue and say, I'm sure that you're sleeping better.
Right. Not, you just thinking it's a good day.
Yes. Because you know why? Because your body is hydrated.
Right.
I am sure that your joints are like, ooh, are better. So, look at you.
See, I'm trying to be a good, listen, Michelle, I'm really, because you are such a lady, and I'll be one to go left sometimes. But when you say something like, girl, drink some water, and I want to be like, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, because you know what? At the end of the day, people consume Starbucks. Starbucks has caffeine.
And they go there every day.
I mean, spending $8, $9, whatever, on whatever beverage. And again, there's no judgment. I'm just saying that these drinks have caffeine in them, which is also a dehydrator. Or if you go out to happy hour with your girlfriends, cool, because I like happy hour too.
We all do.
Yes. You have to keep in mind that alcohol is what? A dehydrator.
Right.
And I don't care about the ice in the drink. That does not count. That does not count.
Oh my God.
That does not count. You're thinking about it as just as much as you're drinking, you have to replenish the body.
Yes.
Yeah, you really do. You have to replenish it. So for me in my business, it was really important when I initially started doing IV hydration that folks know that a part of their wellness is hydration. Even when we talk about skincare, I started introducing aesthetic treatment, cosmetic treatments in my business. And one of the compliments that I always get is, Michelle, your skin is like, yo, like, what do you do?
Glowing.
And I'm like, listen, I get facials, I drink water. As a matter of fact, today is what, Wednesday? So it's Water Wednesday. I challenge you to drink water. I remind you, to drink water, to stay hydrated. It does help your skin. And so staying hydrated has many, many benefits across the board, including aesthetics, skincare, hair care, all of the things.
One of my favorite celebrities, women is Nia Long, right?
Gorgeous.
That's my baby mother. She don't even know it. Shout out to Nia Long. If you see this, but she did an interview some years back, and someone said, "Wow, what do you do to your skin?" And I always believe she said, "Noxzema and water."
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, but she was. I knew she was joking. I was like, come on, man. She's in Hollywood. She got access
But let me just say this much. You used another word. You said access. And for me, I want folks to know who are black and brown, and no shade to anybody else. But I want black and brown women to know that black does crack. I want you to know that.
Oh,
I want you to know.
Saying that?
Listen, I want you to know that black does crack.
Oh,
and
gosh.
Though we age differently because of the melanin in our skin, we still are charged with taking care of our skin. And a part of taking care of it is staying hydrated, getting facials. If you decide that you want cosmetic injectables, that's on you. Cosmetic injectables are Botox, filler. If that's something that you want to do, find yourself somebody who is certified, who's an actual professional, not in the backyard, in the shed, somewhere that they done bought product off of TikTok. Real talk. You know, you want to have somebody who knows what they're doing. But taking care of ourselves.
Yes.
I think, you know, shout out to Deion Sanders. I'm going to say that. Because I think he says a little something along the lines of, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good. I firmly believe in that.
But he did
confidence levels.
He did it at a high level, so we got to do that, right?
Listen, confidence. Bringing your confidence to the forefront. How do you bring your confidence to the forefront? Oh, girl, I look good. Oh, yo, man, I look good. I even feel like for the brothers now, we want to talk about barbershop, they're doing more than going to the barbershop getting a cut. These beards are off the charts. Like, we got beard oil, we got shampoo, we have moisturizer. I mean, they didn't took.
You see everything now, right?
Listen, the beard level is to that whole beard is to a whole nother level.
They took it, yeah.
I challenge you to you take care of your beard, take care of your skin. Gentlemen, get a facial. Get some microneedling. I'm a fan of microneedling. Microneedling for men and women.
Okay,
yes.
Explain that.
So microneedling is using an instrument that provides what we call micro injuries to the skin. You use little needles, very fine needles. You numb the skin first, and then you use the instrument to more or less stamp the skin with micro injuries.
Okay.
Those micro injuries cause what? A healing process of increasing collagen and elastin, thereby having or producing healthy, glowy skin. As we age, our collagen and elastin production decreases significantly, which is what concerns a lot of individuals. And they'll say, oh, I looked in the mirror one day and I don't even know what happened. And it's like, because, you know, the aging process. And oftentimes folks just don't take care of their skin. So I'm here to tell you, take care of your skin. As a matter of fact, going over to my website, CKE Rejuvenation, RVA.com, and schedule your consultation. Let's chop it up, and see what we can do to be able to help you to look and feel and get your glow on. You know,
get your glow on, get see. I like that.
Listen,
I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Because I think that men and women,
we can all win.
Yes, and win at looking and feeling our best. I can tell you that as a nurse practitioner, it's a little bothersome when I see brothers who are in their 40s who are diagnosed with high blood pressure. And that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But I'm just saying that we have to take care of ourselves. Because it's not just about living. It's about living a fruitful life.
Yes.
You don't want to live and have to have a whole pill box.
Yeah.
That you're taking multiple pills every day.
I'm going to
yes. And so all of that plays a factor. When I say all of that, the medications play a factor in how our bodies age. You know, if you have high blood pressure, you're on a particular medication, it can lower your heart rate and lower your blood pressure, thereby having you feel tired, fatigued. Oh, Michelle, I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling fatigued. I think I need a drip. Well, that's when the medical history comes on. Well, let's talk about your medical history. Let's talk about your medications. That's all important. That's a part of the consultation. You know, that's a part of the visit for IV hydration. Even if you decide that you want to do, which I know you don't want to talk about, weight loss injections. Medical history. Because even though I know that you got your nose turned up a little bit there for it, what I'm going to share with you is that, again, you'd rather be proactive.
Right, I agree.
than reactive. Because reactive causes you to have to take all of the meds.
Right. You take one med, on top of another med.
Correct. When we can say, listen, I want you to get out and walk. That's a whole nother story. I want you walking. I didn't say you have to go to the gym. I didn't say any of that. I said what you should do is lace up and go for a walk. Oh, there's nowhere to walk in my neighborhood. Okay, well, we can go to the school.
Nope.
If you go to the school has a track. The school, you can walk around the school
it's too
building.
Far.
No, listen, don't do that.
No, that's what the excuse is.
I know I know. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. I mean, because at the end of the day, your waistline is getting larger, your confidence level is going down the tubes, and you're trying to figure out, how did I get here? Because you don't get there overnight.
No, it happens so fast.
Yes. You know, it's a process. And then you're like trying to play catch up. And you think about, yo, man, back in the day, I was balling.
Yeah, I was the prom queen, and now you're the prom.
Okay.
Yeah. it just that was New Jack City, right? Yeah. That was New Jack. It just felt right. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm acting up, but it just felt right. That's what. But guys do that all the time. Man, when I was in high school, I was a letterman. Yeah. Now you're the trash man. Okay. You know this.
Really? The trash man?
I mean, I'm just saying, with the bellies hanging over.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
The pants hanging down.
You're absolutely right.
You got the belt on, looking like Bookman or Schneider from One Day at a Time back in the day.
Yes.
We lose that, and we still trying to. But see, and I'm not going off topic, but this is the one reason why I started this podcast, because we have a lot of men whose egos need to be inflated, so they try to hang on to those glory years, and they need to be talked about. That's fine, you know, in a healthy context and, you know, respectful and everything like that. But a lot of people, their self-confidence goes down because they don't want to put in the work.
Correct.
Because you can easily do these things. Like you said, it happens like, you know, okay, when I was 21, I started working, and the next thing you know, we end up going, having family, having kids, and life happens.
Life is life.
And then next thing you know, you go to, we got a class reunion. Oh man, it's been 10 years already? Oh, I ain't think I'm ready to go. Wait a minute, you just told your homeboy at the lunch table that you was, you know, the high school quarterback, all Metro.
Listen, that your waist was a 32.
Yeah, and now it's like a 52. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the real conversation.
Yes, you're right.
Man, I'm stepping on by the toes. I'm not trying to do that, but we just have these real conversations.
You know, and
it's just real.
And I'm going to say this, and you can tell me if I'm going too far. Tell me if I'm going too far. Bros, when we talk about high blood pressure, and you talk about your bellies hanging over, as a women, we care about you. And when you start with blood pressure medication at 40, I'm going to say that your lifelong partner, you know, that you look at every day, has the potential to not work, potential to not show up to the party. And you're like, yo, wait a minute, what happened? I don't know what happened. Wait a minute, can you give me a minute? All right. Like, real talk. We're doing real talk. Like, and so, you know, they're like, I don't want to start blood pressure medication, or I don't want to take it because if I take it, you know, then I can't perform in the manner of where I would like to perform. That goes back to lifestyle modifications.
Yes, it all makes sense.
Lifestyle modifications. So most often, not all the time, but I'm going to say most often, your doc is going to have a conversation with you about, before even starting medications, about lifestyle modifications. I want you walking, I want you pushing back from the table, drinking water, doing all of the things, because you don't want to start medications.
You don't.
You really don't, because they do have different effects on the body. And with those different effects, it's like, oh my God, how did I get here? I don't even know how I got here. And then you're trying to be reactive.
Yes. Your brothers.
You gotta do better.
Let me tell you something.
You gotta do better.
When I started in the bread business, 2010, I got stories for days. That's the only child syndrome. I remember I was in the back of Walmart, and there was the guy, he was working for another company. He was a vendor as well. And he was looking at some of the products that I was bringing in. At the time, I was actually selling the Thomas Bagels English muffins.
Okay.
And they had these muffins called Little Bites.
Okay. Mm-hmm. They still have them.
Yeah, they still got them.
Mm-hmm.
Selling like crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So he said, man, what's these? So I was showing him, and he was like, he was a young African guy. And I didn't know him. He was just like, he said, man, can I see one of those? I said, sure. Because I was standing outside waiting to get checked in.
Sure.
And he was like, man, look at all this sugar in this stuff, man. Look, man. He said, we can't be eating this, man, because I'm telling you right now, you can't perform in the bedroom. And it came out of nowhere. And he was like, man, too much sugar, man. Your woman be talking about you, man. Hey, man, we getting on up there. But he was younger than I was. And I was just like, and at the time I was 38. So I was just like, I know he's a little bit younger than me. He was just like, man, we got you. We got to stick up for each other. And like, I had just met this guy, but it was real talk. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm telling you, man, mm-hmm. you eat too much of these. And I wasn't eating them, but he was just saying, you eat too much of these. He was like, man, I'm telling you. He said, yeah, we going to lose in the bedroom, man. You don't want your old lady talking. But it piggybacked on what you said.
Yes, it is true, which is why I can say that weight loss injections, even though they're not for everybody, mm-hmm. they do have their place.
Right, they do.
And when you think about weight loss, you think about improving someone's quality of life.
Right.
Because you decrease the incidences of heart issues, mm-hmm.
Blood pressure issues,
diabetes,
yep.
All of the
joints.
things, all of the joints.
Yeah.
Folks will tell you, I done lost 10, 15 pounds and now they can walk because they don't have that much pressure on their knees, yeah. Even on their hips because of the weight loss. So I encourage you, I encourage everyone, if we all know that insurance is not covering...
Ain't your friend.
No, they're not, unfortunately. But I will tell you that again, you may have to pay more up front initially.
Right.
But if you wait and do nothing, on the back end, it's going to cost you so much more. It's just not even worth it. Folks will say, oh my God, you want me to pay $500 a month for this? Well, you think about it. It's $500 a month for the weight loss medication, or it's other issues.
You can go ahead and go buy that Infinity or that Lexus that you want, that you don't need. You can go buy your Honda Civic.
Yeah, because you want to think about the quality of life.
Yeah.
You want to think about how, for all intents and purposes, legacies for your children and then your children's children and so forth. So, again, I'm going to circle back with me and my business, my med spa. Mm-hmm. It is important for me to help individuals to make informed decisions with the services that I offer, what the results can be, what the results cannot be. Being realistic is very important. And again, in our community, we need to be able to see folks who look like we look.
Yes.
Because that's how we gain confidence and trust. Mm-hmm. Trusting in, well, you know what? I saw her, or I know, she get down with such and such. Okay, she real. All right, yes. So, my point with my business is to bring forward services that people may or may not be privy to. I'll say get off of TikTok sometimes because TikTok can be very misleading.
Yeah. I got it on TikTok.
Yes, it's just not the thing. So it's important. It's that whole segment of looking and feeling your best inside out is real.
It is. It is. Especially where we are today.
Correct.
Just so many things and so many distractions.
Yeah, lots of distractions.
Yeah.
Lots of distractions. Also, brothers get tox too. Men get Botox as well. Mm-hmm. Not just women, but men receive what we call Botox because they want to be able to smooth out their lines and wrinkles as well. Mm-hmm. And more so for the folks who are probably sitting at the table, who are the actual presentation. Mm-hmm. Because how you look, we know, goes a long way.
Yes.
It really does. Not only for you as the individual, but for others who see you in that space. How you represent yourself, how you present yourself from the inside out. Again, is your skin okay? Can we get your skin right? Gonna get hydrated? I know you've been to the barber to get their doggone beard juice. Because they're famous with the beard.
Yeah, they
whole thing, gotta get it on.
They got Facebook and social media groups with
beards.
Because
even how to grow the beard.
Yeah.
Listen, you can come and see me. We could do some microneedling. It's gonna take time, but we could do some microneedling.
Typically, they do that to get women.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and I'm not hating. I'm just saying, but that's just what it is. I had to find out the hard way. It was like, female told me that. I was like, I don't qualify. She was like, yeah, that's what they do. She said it's a whole Facebook about it. I was like, for real?
To get women?
Yeah, with the whole beard thing.
The whole beard thing?
They want big guys, heavy-set guys, not necessarily in shape.
Okay.
With the beard.
With the beard, as long as they got the beard.
Yeah.
Oh. That I don't want that beard all up against my face. Like my husband has a beard, but no, you mess around. No,
no, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I call it the Rick Ross thing. When Rick Ross came out, that's when it became, and Rick Ross got that thing.
Mm-hmm. And old boy that bowls. What's his name?
James Harden.
Yes. I mean, that is just like what you got going on in there?
Harden was like me, and now when he was in college and then he got to the pros.
I mean,
he got that thing. He got it going. He got it going.
Whoever his barber is.
Yeah, he trademarked that thing.
Listen, stop playing.
Hey, so it worked for JH. We ain't no lead.
No, not at all.
But like I said, what she just saying, there's things you can do that, but let me show you some things to help with that.
Correct.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Nobody's telling you that you can't do this, you can't do that. Correct. So don't get up here and say, well, I saw Ballin VA, him and some lady named Michelle. They was up there saying, I want my Rick Ross beard and. Stop it. We didn't say that because we want to play this back. Okay? We're going to play it back. And if I found out that you're saying that, you're lying on my lady here and you're lying on my platform, that's not too kind.
No, it's not kind.
That's not kind.
No, because that's not what we're here for.
That's not what we're here for. We're just got to have fun, but no, yes. You're right.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Sure. Not in your business. You see a lot more men than women.
In my business as clients?
Getting clients. I'm sorry, clients.
Women.
Women?
Yeah. Seasoned women most often.
Okay.
Seasoned women meaning, don't get mad if I say like 45 and older.
We say that's not old, but the kids say that's old.
Yeah, they probably say that's old. It's seasoned. Yeah. Because they have the means to pay for my services.
Okay.
They can afford my services. Now, I'm not saying that everybody else can't come. I'm not saying that everybody else isn't welcome. I'm saying that generally speaking, the seasoned folks are the individuals who have the extra funds, if I could say, to be able to do the things to help them to continue to look and feel their best. Now, I will also share that 35 and older is a group as well that I see, that I treat, who are looking as well. So it's and there are some men like the tox, and microneedling.
I don't think we got there yet, because I guess we had to, and in my personal opinion, this is not factual.
Sure.
I believe it's just maybe we're not as educated on that part.
Sure.
And then it's kind of like being comfortable, because guys are not going to do something unless it's cool, unless it's popular.
Correct.
If Canard down the street, or Ray, or June Blood said that, okay, well, he going over there,
right?
Then, what? I'm going over there.
Right.
But we have to see that somebody else is doing it with women. That's not so much. They like.
Well, no.
Really?
Yeah, because women want to see other women.
Okay.
They want to see other women who've had treatments. So I get asked all the time, Michelle, have you ever had Botox before?
So okay.
And I've said yes, I have. I tried it. Just about everything that's on my treatment list, I've tried. Why? Because I want to know what it feels like, what it looks like for my clients.
Right.
I do. Do I get Botox on a regular? No, I don't, because, I think my skin is good.
Oh yeah.
So
I think a lot of them argue that.
But there are especially black and brown women.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to go back to different social media platforms such as TikTok, where you see people who have overdone. They've overdone it. And then regular people think that that's what it looks like. And it's like, no, that's not what it looks like. That's overdone. That's not real. I can tell you that at CKE Rejuvenation, I'm all about natural results. It's all about natural results.
Take them out on a date and you'll find out what time it is for real. You put it out there like that, they say it ain't real. Because they DMing them, right?
Because you do. And I want, for all intents and purposes, I want black and brown women to not be afraid.
Right, and that's the main thing.
Not be afraid. If you want to get Botox, you want to try it, try it. If you want filler, get the filler. Try it. Yes, do your research. Make sure that you go to someone who is certified, who's a licensed professional in aesthetics, in cosmetic injectables. You want to make sure of that, because that's important, because there are a lot of counterfeit individuals who are out here who have opened up a little hole in the wall, for all intents and purposes, offering services that they are truly not licensed to perform.
Right.
But people have seen them on social media. Oh, I went to their page. And I saw that. No. And I'll also share that, especially on my page, you won't see a lot of before and afters.
Okay.
Because a lot of women don't want to show.
They don't.
They don't want everybody to know what they've had done.
Which makes sense. Now what you say makes sense.
Yes. Because people will always say, go to their page and see what they have, who they have. Do I have some? Yes, I do.
Right.
I don't have a galore, because a galore people don't want.
They don't want
to show what they have had done, because immediately there's pushback. Well, what you get that done for? You was looking all right the way you were. Girl, what you do that for? Why you get that IV anyway? You ain't need that IV. You was drinking water already.
Yeah.
Like, no.
That's
That's facts.
you get it. You own it, and that's why, like, everything that I'm asking you, or you covered, you coming back with the facts behind it, and people don't like that, but it's the truth. You have to be able to say to why that is. It's no different than somebody getting a massage, and sometimes a massage therapist you see online, they say, okay, I offer these services,
Right.
and then you come to find out they're just good with their hands,
Right.
and if you don't check their certifications,
Right.
it feels good if you never really had a massage, but if
Right.
you really had a guy with a massage therapist that
Right.
got licensed,
Right.
you can tell the difference between a basic massage
Yes.
and somebody who's just trying to pay their bills.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know I'm more off topic, but I've
Yeah.
had that happen.
Mm.
And I'm just like,
Most
Wow.
often they trying to get some booty. I'm just saying. Okay. I just put that out there. If they massaging, they don't have no and they don't have no certificate, no license
Yeah,
or
you-
anything, and they have you up in that room and
Right.
you don't see anything on the
Yeah.
wall, you better put your stuff back on and get out of there.
she said that. Let's just be clear. 'Cause she ain't lying. I was gonna say that, but I'm glad you said it. Because it was like, see, there's Lee hating again. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, I'm just a guy that had some experiences, and I can be able to say, okay, let me tell you,
Yeah.
or let you tell me this, like, because
Yeah.
I've gone through the fire for you guys, so you don't have to go through it yourselves, okay?
Yes.
And that's what you're telling them. So
Yes.
it's like, no,
Yes.
because I like, it's like, oh my God, this is so bad. Oh no, I'm the best. I'm the best. Tell me I'm the best.
Mm. Tell me I'm the best.
Yeah.
What was y'all
Massage,
doing?
massage. Massage. And I'm just like, see, when this thing had changed to a whole different. I set myself up for that one. Let me be clear. Ain't no happiness. No happiness. But that's how they were sticking their chest on. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've had a really thorough massage therapist. You ain't it.
Yeah.
And people get upset because it's like, you know, it's like you're auditioning on people for a job,
Right.
and you go for a job interview. We should use that as an example.
Sure.
And people say, okay, you think your resume is good,
Mhm.
but it's not what they're looking for.
Mhm.
So it's the same thing with this. You know what it is that you want. So
Right.
that was it. Do your research. You
Yes.
have somebody that's here.
Yeah.
You know, give them your social media platforms where they may even have some questions for you.
Absolutely. So on IG, I am CKE Rejuvenation. On Facebook, I am CKE Rejuvenation. On TikTok, it is CKE REJUVE on TikTok. And I'll be more than happy to answer, any questions regarding any of the services that I offer, because again, I do believe strongly in making informed decisions, about what treatments that you want, whether it's IV hydration, you play sports,
Mhm.
you're an entertainer, and quite a few entertainers drip. Oh, but okay, we're gonna move past that.
No,
one.
no. I want you to go into that.
Well, like Diddy drip. He had a drip, after the thing that they was doing.
Yeah,
He had a drip, but and people think that only entertainers do it.
Right.
No, as a matter of fact, Cece does it. Sierra, I was like, girl, I'm so proud of you showing that this is what you're doing to maintain your wellness and to maintain your performance,
Mhm.
because she's performing on a whole nother level.
And her husband said, I'm going to make sure of that too.
Exactly.
You got to keep having these babies, but that's the trade-off.
Okay,
Like,
okay, I ain't said that part.
I'm
but
just
saying.
Hey, I'm just saying, everybody, hey, but she got a husband that can, understand
absolutely.
the importance of that because he's an athlete.
Absolutely.
Right, so he's like, baby, I'm going to make sure, because they got the chamber. I remember they was talking about they got this hyperbaric chamber.
Absolutely.
And he's just like, baby, I'm going to go out here. You do your thing,
Right.
and I'm gonna support you.
Right.
And that's what so you're right about that. I ain't right about Sierra. She's actually doing it.
I mean, the entertainers, and again, it is for regular, if I can say regular, normal people. Put it in your budget. Just like you put everything else in your budget, you put your wellness in your budget. Doesn't mean that you have to drip every 2 weeks. No, maybe drip once a month. As a matter of fact, you go to our website, we have a membership. You could join the membership where you pay $100 a month. You can bank your dollars, and then when you get ready to, you can use them. I mean, it is just as simple as that. And then not only do you get to bank your dollars, but you get a percentage off of treatments because you are a part of the membership. So it is affordable, it's attainable. Your wellness is important. Your beauty is important. Whether you want to get Botox, filler, microneedling. I also do PRF and PRP treatments, meaning using your own blood plasma.
Oh, wow.
There was a time when Kim K did, I think it was a vampire facial.
Yeah.
Yes, that's using your own blood products. And what does that do? That helps the skin to do what? Grow, to rejuvenate, replenish itself. Because you're using, again, it's natural. And I'll also share that I also offer the O shot for women. That's right, you heard me. The O shot, where we use your own plasma, your own blood plasma to do what? Stimulate your lady parts.
You saw my eyes got real big in the whole time. When you was doing that, my eyes was like this, like, yo.
Yes, honey, yes. For women who have dryness, decreased sensation, maybe even have a little sprinkling when they're not meant to be, if you laugh, you cough. It is a treatment using your own natural products. Yes, which is your blood products, which is your plasma, re-injected back into your lady parts. Now, they also have the P-shot for the men folk too. And I'm not going to get into all of that right now, because I don't think I'm delved over in that one. It was too much. But I'm just saying. So you can go over to our website and look and actually take the time to view the different treatment services that are available, not just to stars and athletes, regular people, really regular people.
I'm so glad you said that, because that was my first thing, was just athletes and stuff like that. So I'm glad you.
No, it's for regular individuals. I mean, even like last week, I want to say the last 10 days, to where it's been a sauna outside. Yeah. People who work outside, you should have been dripping. You should have scheduled yourself an IV drip to replenish all of the electrolytes and the hydration that you've lost by working outside. Whether you're doing construction, whether you are the sanitation man, whether you are the landscaper, you're outside. And truthfully, there's no way for you to try to catch up with the amount of perspiration that you've lost, electrolytes and fluids and so forth. And man, get yourself a drip and keep it moving. So then that way you'll sleep better at night, because now your body is hydrated. You'll have less headaches, and you'll feel better.
I'm just blown away. And like I said, I'm definitely going to talk after this part. No, because everything, it just clicked. You just said that you can actually become a member. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing, when you said about the budget thing. Mm-hmm. Think about where we are now, mm-hmm. People who normally watch this, on a consistent basis are in the, 40s and 50s. Sure. I guess that would be my target audience, anywhere between 30s, 50s. Sure. You're basically, if you're doing this work now, mm-hmm. you're basically, because you think about what health insurance is going to cost. Mm-hmm. So that's basically what you're doing. Mm-hmm.
Preserving your sexy.
Right, exactly. So again, why not put the money towards this? Mm-hmm. Because again, according to Dr. O, health is wealth.
That's right.
And which we believe in. Yeah. But if you think about it, if you say take the fund, it's like you have to live within your means.
Correct.
So it's like,
we all do.
We go out here and do all these other things, and I'm not telling you not to live. Sure. But what you're saying is that you could eliminate this, eliminate that in order to incorporate this. Mm-hmm. Make room. And so, like these superstars and these entertainers, that's what they do. Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, well, I got a budget. I got a budget because I got this movie here that I got to look a certain way for, and the camera's going to make me look like this. I got to look like this. And Tyler Perry saying, all right, look, we're going to give you 6 weeks to get yourself together. We're going to shoot in October, but I need you to be ready from this point going forward. Mm-hmm. Friend of mine, daughters who wants to be, work for the Fed, and hey, you got a year. I need you to do this and do this. It was like, wow. So again, it just clicked. Sometimes I'm listening, but I'm a little slow. Things, it just,
That's okay.
it's like
That's
this,
okay.
and then that light come on.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, and so no, I'm just, you know what, I'm just babbling. No, because my mind is just, I see.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you came here today, Michelle. No, I'm just blown away because it just gave me so much. And as I said, I'm gonna have to get you on my Facebook lives. I mean, not my Facebook lives, my Instagram lives.
Sure.
Because I do that on some Tuesdays, some Monday nights, and again to reiterate what we talked about here, because this right here is just not going to just start here. We're going to start here on BallinVA,
Right.
but the reach needs to be a lot more. So
Right.
either we just have like a 20, 30-minute conversation about the same thing.
Absolutely.
Because you're getting that live audience.
Right.
And people are coming in and do this. So I think, like I said, we need to, tackle that as well.
Yes.
And I've got TikTok got live too.
Yes, they do. They do. They
Yeah.
do. And as a matter of fact, on TikTok Live, sometimes I come on to talk all things beauty and wellness.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So if you follow me on TikTok, there's an icon that's on there that you can press. Number 1 to follow. Number 2 to be able to get alerts or whatever when you go live.
Right.
It's the same concept
Same
on
concept.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And then that way, you can ask the questions and you can have truthful, honest answers. And then that way you can make informed decisions. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm telling you, I am that nurse practitioner who keeps it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not doing any buttering it up. I'm not doing any of that, because at the end of the day, we all want to live.
Yes.
We do. We want to live and live well.
Yeah, I want that Cicely Tyson.
Listen. I tell you, I look at Felicia Rashad. Oh my God.
I saw her.
She is just stunning.
That's auntie.
I mean, just stunning.
I saw her at the Breakfast Club.
Oh.
When you got out the car, you was walking over here. I thought about that. I was
Listen.
like, I was like, man, Felicia Rashad, and that's when I had lost my train of thought. I was like,
no, man. Aging gracefully, aging beautifully. I could name a couple different stars, but she really sticks out.
Shout out to Felicia Rashad.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, just beautiful. And aging, we all age. But how we age is up to us.
And
keep that in mind. We all age, but how we age is up to us. That's it.
And on that part, I don't have nothing else to say. We want to let Michelle, we're going to get up out here, but hey, shout outs you want to say.
Thank you.
You have the stage.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I could be here all day.
Okay, so I'm shouting out me.
Okay.
That's who I'm shouting out. I'm shouting out me because I just showed up.
That's the first.
Listen, if you know me, you know I'm shouting myself out first, right? Then I'm going to shout out my girl, Nikki, KO's wife.
Nikki Oliver, shout out.
That's my chick. Yeah, that's my chick.
We'll make sure we clip that.
Yes. And her daughter, I always mispronounce Marquia's name.
You know what? Because I've been calling her Marquia too, and I'd be like, I'd be like, Doc, what's up,
Joe.
Dr.
Listen, that's what I didn't result into, because I done been checked. Nikki done checked me on mispronouncing Marquia's name.
I'm like, is it Marquia? Is it Marquia?
Listen, but really, I just want to be able to shout out you guys. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to come onto your platform and to be able to share what I do with your audience, and for them to know that yes, it is real. Yes, my slogan is let's meet where I am, where we are. You can head on over to my website, CKE Rejuvenation RVA.com. You can also sign up for the email list. There is an email list in which you would be able to receive different specials or announcements that are going on. There's the membership. Again, the membership is $100 a month, and you can bank it. Banking it means that you can go 3 or 4 months without using it. It's there, and then when you're ready to use it, boom, it's available to you. Also, I am on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube, CKE Rejuvenation on YouTube. I'm kind of new to YouTube.
Okay.
But I'm there.
There we go.
And on my other social platforms, CKE Rejuvenation, Michele Evans Reavis, board certified and licensed nurse practitioner, owner and operator of CKE Rejuvenation, beauty and wellness boutique med spa.
If y'all don't believe that, just go ahead and Snapchat, because I'm trying to tell you. But no, but thank you for coming on. Thank you for reaching out, because again, you get a lot of people that have their own agenda in regards to what they want, but it don't be about anything. And today, this was, you killed it. You killed it in a good way too.
Thank you.
Our last show here was just like, you gave us a nice send off.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. And on that note, guys, we are out. I appreciate y'all watching the episode again today, y'all. Go over, make sure that y'all check out my man, Stockel.com for any of your home buying needs. Appreciate it. Thanks again.